What the fuck you laughing at, bro? Oh, excuse my language. Been swearing too much lately. Not really my thing. TMI over there blazing them Asian women, huh? I see you, bruh. YXY. I'm relaxing. I'm not sleeping. I'm bored and I'm up. How you doing? How you doing, though, TMI? Good to see you here, man. Appreciate you, man. Even though I know, never mind. Redhead in the house. What's going on? What's new? How's your weekend going? How's your health? How's your when's your new surgery? I'm sorry, Redhead. You always got a lot going on, and sometimes I forget. Say Izzy. What I was gonna say, I was just gonna say, even though you don't love me or something like that, but then I took it back. You're a good dude, TMI, man. I would like to link up with you one day for sure. But damn, I said 2026, January, March, and something else just popped up in my life, man. So I don't know, TMI, if I can make it that soon, bro. Nah, you're a good dude, TMI, man, for real, man. Much respect, man. I'll be having fun over there on your channel. I just don't want to talk about, some things on your panel, because, last time, I'm kind of like an open book, but I don't like putting other people's business on the panel, I think you know what I'm referring to. I hope you're drinking some water, too, bro. I just want you to, take care of your health, man. I care a little bit. Fat Joe going to jail? Yeah, I seen some of that. He supposedly sleeping with minors or something like that. I don't believe none of that. I don't think he's going to jail. He gonna end up spending some money on these lawsuits, though. That's good, TMI. I just drank some water. Team water, bruh. That's all I drink, though. Literally. I drink ginger ale once in a while. Matter of fact, ginger ale sounds good. Yeah, TA was, I think he was writing his lyrics. I never heard it till TA until he started trying to expose Fat Joe. But Fat Joe sued him first. So now he's doing like a counter suit. I don't know what to believe, TMI. I mean, we ain't see it. Who knows? The money comes and goes. Pistol Pete in trouble too. Dang. My cousin linked up with Pistol Pete. She was like trying to hook up with him, but I don't think it went too far. Because he came to Buffalo and he linked up with one of my mans, Cito, from Sweet Sound Music. He had a studio and all that. This dude that I used to rock with. So my man Cito's connected like to, TS in a way. Not no like tight shit, but I don't think Fat Joe came, but I think he might have came. Or was this, matter of fact, I think this is when Fat Joe came to Buffalo, so he probably met Fat Joe too. Yeah, me and Cito were pretty close. So, I mean, I never met any of the TS guys, but Cito did. I could have if I wanted to, but I mean, I am gonna be no fan, you know what I mean? Trying to link up with no guy like that. I mean, if I was there, I would show respect. I'm like, you know what I mean? Like you said, I even heard you say it before, TMI, on your live stream before, like, if you see people, a celebrity in New York City, a rapper, you're just gonna like, you said you seen a few of them. I forgot who you said you seen. I think you said you spoke to Cuban Link and you met some other rappers, but You know, I just throw them the peace sign or something like that. You know what I mean? I probably won't even say nothing. Who knows? You know what I mean? Like those guys they deal with enough headaches, you know? I mean, if it's somebody super big like Eminem, you know, Jay-Z, those guys are gonna have so much security that you can't get close to them anyway. But yeah, I mean, that's not gonna do nothing for me. Yeah, the West Side is loaded with Puerto Ricans where I'm from. It's all good, Redhead. Yeah, my neighborhood is like 90% Puerto Ricans, probably like, yeah, 80, 90%. Jacob and now, what's going on, Jacob? I'll go back, man. This is the lazy man stream, guys. Thank you, Jacob. When was the last time you went live, bro? I gotta go to your channel. I said that last time. And I didn't go, bro. Forgive me. No doubt, TMI. Top of the food chain. It's just the way that we do things. I'm doing all right, Redhead. You know? Oh man, Jacob, you're gonna have me start talking about some stories that I've been telling people that I'm not gonna talk about no more. You know, like, nah, because I had this bad habit, or I would talk about my past on these live streams. I don't want to do it. And I know you got a little past. I know you told me you did a little time before. I don't know if you did a year or some shit. I mean, I'm sorry to put your business on here, but yeah, you gave me some memories there, some flashbacks. We'll leave it at that. Man, you make me want to tell this one story, but I don't want to do it. Yeah, it was a close call. I'll just say that. The watermelons, shit. I bet you people do shit like that. Yeah, Jacob got a channel. His channel was more for like, kind of like me. We just kind of just do it for fun. Shoot the shit. You know, link up with people or whatever. I don't think he links up with people. I do. I like to link up with people I meet. What's up, Cairo? Hope you're doing good. Tell the story. Nah, I can't do it, man. I said it before on my live stream. Can't do that no more, TMI. I said enough. Yeah, Redhead heard a few of my stories. You probably heard half of them. I'm pretty sure there's another half you haven't. You heard like the good ones. Spare tire. I know a guy who got caught going to New York City with a spare tire. He's still in prison because his stupid ass decided to take it to trial. Like, what's wrong with people? I never understood that. These people be trying to fight these cases, they lose, and then they get like the max time. This guy could have took a plea deal and probably did like, I don't know, 12 years with good time, maybe 15 years. Nah, he wanted to take it to trial. This dude got caught with a couple of them things, you know what I mean? Like some big work. And I think he got to do like 25, 30 years or some shit like that. I would have been like, you know what, give me my 10, 12 years and I'll see you guys, you know what I mean? In a decade, I'll be back. He was fairly young too. I don't know. Some people are just stupid, I guess. I don't know. You remember that one, TMI? I think that was the last time I got drunk, honestly. Take the other half. Ha, no doubt. Yeah, I know this other guy who shot. Yeah. I know this other, actually, my ex-brother-in-law shot his lady's baby's daddy. he shot him in the hand or something. He took it to trial and he beat it. I don't know what happened. He ended up beating the case. I think he said that I don't know how the story unfolded, but I think he shot him in the hand or the arm or something. And then the guy tried to like report. From what I understand, he tried to report him after, but there was no evidence. So I think, my ex-brother-in-law basically was saying, fought it and said it wasn't him. But what helped them win that case is that guy who got shot, my ex-sister-in-law's kid's father, had a lot of like domestic violence, and she ended up, he already had a lot of stuff on his record that was making him look bad in the case. So in the front of the judge's eyes, he looked at like he was like, he already had a bad track record of him like doing bad stuff to the lady. So that helped him win the case. That's crazy, TMI. That was in on Broadway. I think it was upstate Manhattan, whatever you call it. I guess close to Queens. That was a long time ago. They did me a favor though, because if I would have went back, I would have been like on a different level, and I probably wouldn't be here right now. So they did me a favor. It was a blessing in disguise, because I was young, bro, and I would have been going back and forth. I would have been climbing that fucking pyramid, and when you climb that pyramid, that's when you're on a different set of eyes, So I don't know. I guess she was sick, but now she's doing better, from what I understand. I was telling my other brother-in-law that the other day. He was telling me how he got played by a family member, and I told him the same thing. I was like, bro, and you gotta look at it like a blessing in disguise, bro. You would have kept climbing, and then you would have probably been fucking snatched up by the big boys, So I'm just glad that's all in the past, man. Now I just be chilling, driving trucks, minding my business. Double XL, double XL. Now your magazine shouldn't have so much trouble to sell. Screw it. I'd even buy a couple myself. I'm looking at this double XL shirt, and it made me think about that track. Double XL, double XL. I know Jacob knows that track. Yeah, that's a killer track right there with Jay-Z and Alicia Keys. Alicia Keys is definitely one of my favorite R&B. I guess she sings R&B. She's definitely up there. She's one of my favorites. Her voice is she probably doesn't have the greatest voice, but her music is, I like her music. Her and Rihanna, I think, are probably my two favorite. Rihanna, Alicia Keys, I think they're my two favorite female artists. Yeah. You been to New York City, Jacob? I like to visit, but I wouldn't want to live there unless I had a lot of money. If I was rich, I could live there because it'd be easier, like I just don't like the fact that like having to park your car. Like if I lived in a neighborhood where there was houses and backyards and like TMI and Long Island, you know, that's more like I'm used to that. But to live in an apartment building and have to walk 6 blocks to get upstairs to your house, pissy elevators, shit like that, elevators not working, all that loud noise, like nah, I'm a light sleeper. My street is busy enough, man. I live on a street where there's a firehouse up the road, and I gotta hear those sirens all the time, and I get a lot of traffic on my street because my street is connected to the highway. In the UK, they call it the roadway. I just learned that recently. It's connected to the roadway. Why don't you do a tour video of Buffalo? I did a few live streams of Buffalo, but I haven't. That's a good idea, TMI, because my channel's just for like talking shit on live streams, TMI. You know, it's not really about much. I like making videos with my kids to create memories or my family members, but yeah, Redhead wants me to do one. And what's up, NDT? My Redhead wants me to do one at Niagara Falls because I live close to Niagara Falls. Yeah, I used to go shopping there, Burlington. They got good prices there. Some of the stuff be defected. I think all of it has a small defect, but a lot of it's not noticeable. Yeah. It's a good spot to save money. Oh, I don't stay in hotels no more, Jacob. Yeah, they do, TMI. That's why it's so cheap. Um, this company pays me a little extra money, so then I have the choice to go to a hotel. So I just pocket the money. The other company, like, I didn't have the option. So I missed that company though, man. Ruan, that was one of my favorite companies. I think the favorite one so far. All of them were pretty good except one. The one company I don't like is the one that lied to me to get me in the door. They said I was gonna haul like fuel and oil, and they had me like hauling trash and going to the landfills. Like, yo, you making like half the amount of money they said I was gonna make. They just straight up lied to me, you know. Talking about, oh, it's gonna pick up, the gas is gonna pick up. I got tired of hearing that and I left. What's up, Risha? Good morning. Good afternoon. Man, I don't even eat until 1 o'clock now, Jacob. I'll be fasting to 1 p.m. So my breakfast is at 1 p.m. now. I miss eating breakfast too, I'm not gonna lie. It's been almost a year since I've been on this diet, and I didn't lose much weight, but I kind of like it though because it's like a challenge. And not only that, like when I do finally get to eat at 1 o'clock, oh my God, the food be tasting so much better because the hungrier you are, the better it tastes. So I kind of enjoy it. And my stomach gets a break, you know. But I'm doing better now. I feel like I lost a couple pounds this week. That Mexican food I ate though, I love Mexican, but man. No, I eat like 2 meals a day. A couple snacks in between. I'm doing all right. I mean, I'm like 205 pounds. Trying to hit 175. I mean, I'm not huge. I'm not skinny. I'm somewhere in between, you know, but I've been doing a little exercise this week. My shoulders are freaking always slowing me down, but maybe I'll see a doctor soon and see if they could help me figure out like a therapy for my shoulders or something. Highway 55, I believe so. That goes through like the Midwest, right? I've been on all the highways like in the Northeast and the Midwest. I just never been out west. Gabbington for the shoulders. I'm not sure what that is. Gabbington. I go back to Buffalo probably in a few weeks. The Haunted Highway. I never knew it was called that. Interesting. I might have to look into that. Maybe that's where that song came from. Highway to Hell. My friend was singing that song yesterday. Highway to Hell. Lyrica, also known as Neriton. Still don't sound familiar. Guess I live under a rock. Don't be fooled by the rocks that I got. Oh, they are TMI? I didn't know that. Interesting. Australia would be nice to visit. I got a friend that wants to take me to Ireland. I was speaking to him yesterday. He says he's going to pay for me to go. I don't know how true he is because he likes to drink. And sometimes people who drink be talking some BS. Not all of them, but some of them. So I'm going to take what he says with a grain of salt. But we'll see. He's supposed to get like a lump sum check from like, he got a check coming his way from the VA or something like that. Then he was like, yeah, maybe you would just have to pitch in a little bit. And I could do that. Not that I'm looking for handouts. I mean, but if somebody wants to take me to Ireland and pay for 80% of the trip, shit, I'm there, 50% of the trip. He's an okay dude. He's a retired veteran. He's in the VA, so they help him. He just likes to drink every day, and I kind of feel bad because I don't think nobody should drink every day because that's going to become a bigger problem later, It's a problem now that's going to become a bigger problem, unfortunately. So I hope he gets some help. Yeah, that's not good, TMI. Hope you find some help too. Yeah. But to each his own, I don't want to be a hypocrite. I used to drink. I used to do drugs. I've been down those paths. But I've been sober almost 4 years now. And I don't want to be a hypocrite. Like you guys, to each his own. Just take care of your health, Health is wealth. Without health, there's nothing. Retire. That's funny when they say they retire. But Jim Jones has got a lot of buzz right now because he's trying to say that he's better than Nas. It's crazy. Yeah, that happened to me. Man, that was a crazy night. I did a lot of stupid shit drunk. I'm not gonna lie. I don't want to go down those. I don't want to talk about those stories though again. I'm glad I don't have to worry about that no more. Getting drunk and doing something stupid. Real stupid. Stupid. I still do stupid shit sober. But then after, I'd be like, man, why did I do that? Like, I almost got into a fight a few weeks ago, maybe a month ago or so, in traffic, you know? This one guy in Buffalo was like overreacting because I was driving slow. I be driving slow, bro, when I'm in my personal vehicle. I be cruising, bro. People be getting mad at me, but it's like, I'm not in no rush. I'm not going to work. I'm chilling. I'm enjoying my day. Yeah, bro. I be like, people don't like that. It's like, bro, there's no law that says I have to drive the way you drive, you know? I wasn't in the fast lane. I was on a side street, bro, at the stop sign. Again, I be cruising. Safe. That's called driving cautiously. You know, your vehicle is gonna last longer, wasting less gas. You have more time to react to whatever's going on around you, you know? And I get it. Everybody's in a rush, but I'm not. And I'm not gonna change who I drive for nobody. I mean, if it's a one-way street, if it's a street that there's only space for one car, that's not my fault. He was basically beeping the horn. He was behind me, and I was strolling up the road, taking my time, like I always do. And I stopped at the stop sign, made a complete stop, and then I started taking. Before I even got to hit the gas again, the dude honked the horn at me, and then I should have just ignored him and kept going. But no, I decided to lower my window, look out the window behind me, and like put my hand up, and I said something like, I forgot what I said. So then he ended up getting in front of me, mad or whatever. And then he ended up pulling over on the right side of the street and stopped, and he lowered his window. But I just ignored it. You know what I mean? I don't like road rage. You know, at that point, I was already like, whatever. I got over it. But it could have escalated. You know what I mean? You just got to ignore that shit, bro. When people honk at you, give you the finger, act like you don't even hear it or see it, and just keep driving. People die every day in road rage, you know? Facts. I bet you somebody died, you know what I mean? It's a stupid way to get into a fight. The same thing with like walking up the street and somebody staring at you or bumping into you. I don't do that. I got this rule where I don't care if you look like a nerd or if you look like a straight up killer, gangster. I don't look at you and I don't bump into you. I move out your way. Why am I going to bump into somebody who looks like a nerd but not bump into somebody who looks like a straight gangster? That's like being, you know, like trying to like pick, you know what I mean? Trying to bully the people who look soft. And you can never judge a book by their cover, you know? I always just move out the way, bro. I don't care. People call me soft, whatever you want. Like, I'm not gonna get into a fight because somebody wants to bump my shoulder, or step on my sneaker or something. The nerds, the real ops. For real, Sir Jacob. That happened to one of my ex-friends. He got shot in the face by the white boy. You know what I mean? I don't know. Like, I'm not trying to say, like, no race is soft. You know what I mean? But people be underestimating people. And the white boy shot my man right in the face. You know what I mean? Bullet went right through his cheek or some crazy shit like that. I call him ex-friend. I guess I'm not gonna say we're enemies, but unfortunately my family caught beef with his family, so now I ended up in the middle. And of course I gotta choose my family side. You know, I don't like that, bro. I'm peaceful. I'm cool with everybody, bro. I think so, TMI. I don't know what kind of gun it was. Die every day be. I don't know what I said to him. I'm out of here though, guys. Take it easy. Thanks for popping in, Q. Appreciate everybody coming through, showing me some, chatting with me. You guys enjoy your day. Peace.